Welcome back to another edition of Move Through Motivation. You know, I don't like to make things fake. In the car right now is the brothers, Matthew and John, but one is doing audio and one's doing video. So in future episodes, I'm just gonna be real, guys. You guys are gonna chat because I kind of feel weird with driving the two dudes in the car. You guys looking at me and hearing me say what I'm saying. I feel like I have a live audience and it's kind of strange, but anyways, welcome back, guys. Thank you for listening. And I just want to say something to everybody I know, because most of the people that like us are a little bit older. Hit the subscribe button on the YouTube page. So in that little thing, when you click on it and I email you, and I just make sure you hit subscribe, because the more you do that, the more people can see it and the more we get our information out to you guys. So a couple things to announce of what's going on. Really cool thing that happened today. We used to shoot our podcast in advance, and we're going to do that in the future when we get busier. But today we had the privilege of working with a couple dads in Eastvale. And last night there was a vote, I guess, I don't know what happened with Riverside County, but it seems like the tension in the city seems to be less. But we had a large group of dads come to my house this morning at about 8 a.m. And starting at 10, we had families come by and we gave balloons and flowers and some candy and just try to spread a little bit of hope and happiness to families right now, because, you know, there's a lot of turmoil out there. And, you know, if we could put a smile on one person's face, there was a mom. So as the traffic wasn't coming, as we thought it was going to come flooding through my front door, we started going door to door and handing out flowers and balloons, and all the kids did it. It wasn't me. It was all the kids. And you would just be, it was awesome to see the reaction. You know, there were moms, there were grandmas, there were people and they were just so happy. And it was cool to see the community, the city I live in, Eastvale, just kind of rally together. And there's a good group of dads that I know and families, and there's a lot of good people in this city. And it's been really cool to see how the city pulls together and comes together in this crazy time. So we also had the mayor come out. He came out and he's such a good guy, Brandon, and Todd Rigby came out, Councilman Todd Rigby, former mayor, to just spread positivity and just, you know, this time is different. It's unseen and there's a lot of unknowns and it changes every day. But at the end of the day, we're all human and we're all in this together. And we really just want to be able to create an environment that is just warm and encouraging and motivational. Today, what I want to talk to you guys is community and what it means to me in two examples. What community means to me and how I've seen it, just how it's pushed me to get better at being a part of as many communities as I can and chip in a little bit. And what does it mean when I say community? I mean, when a group of people come together and assemble. It's like when Iron Man says Avengers assemble. That's what I mean by community. I have groups of friends in different sectors of my life that I could call on at any time of the day and they would be for me in a minute. The community that I've seen created, especially during this time right now, and in my own personal experience, the two examples I give you is one was when I was sick. There were two different communities that really just showed out, and one was the Little League community. I was coaching baseball at the time, and I was coaching two teams, Kylan and Kason's team, and both teams were relentless in their support, relentless in their love shown to my family, bringing dinners, just rallying around my kids, and then the second part of that community is the city, right? So in my city, I've met a lot of people through Little League and the Harada, the elementary school where our kids go. It was, to me, it was a blessing. It was a blessing to have my city, the Little League where my kids play in, just surround our family with just so much love in a dark time. And I say that because now I like to pay it forward. Now I try, and I always have. I always say that I'm not a guy of things, I'm a guy who likes to do things. And if it's a small part, if I can make somebody smile, if I can make them laugh, and usually it's at the expense of myself, because if you don't laugh at yourself, I don't know who you are. I like to make fun of myself, and I make fun of myself pretty well by doing the knucklehead things I do. But I just think that when the community comes together, it could uplift somebody's mentality, their emotional stability so much. And that's our goal. You know, people ask, I get this question all the time, why'd you start a motivational company? And I want to tell you something. It is a motivational company, and I don't know exactly how it's going to lay out in the next. We had a plan this year, right? Our plan was to do these campaigns of getting people out and moving, because I believe that movement will, it brings people together. It helps build community. I've seen it done, but I don't know. I don't have a clear vision of exactly what we're supposed to do. What I know is we're going to do a podcast, and we're going to put out good information. We're going to share stories. We're going to share inspirational people's lives that I've run into. And obviously COVID threw a wrench into what we had planned and what we wanted to do, but that doesn't mean we stop. That doesn't mean we throw in the towel. The community comes together, and today was a perfect example of that. You know, a couple dads call me and say, hey, Matt, we want to do some stuff. I call up Matt and John and my guys. I need you guys out here early. My guys got here at 7 a.m. before everybody else. They were out here. They were here tying up balloons and blowing up balloons. And you guys are in the car, and I'm telling you this, behind the camera, you don't know this, but that means much to me. If one of these guys called me and said, hey, I need you here, I'd be there. That's what community means to me. I don't just say it half-heartedly. I just don't say it to say, oh, it's this, you know, you do this for me, I do this for you. No, it's not like that. Community saves lives. And I've seen it shine so bright in certain areas during this time. And I wanted to make sure, and John and Matt know this, that during this time, we just were that light to bring the community together any way we could, right? And today it was just an awesome display of that. There was a mother who cried when we gave her balloons. You know, I don't know her story. I never met her before, but the kids were walking around, and she came out and she was crying. She's like, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. This made my day. I don't know her name, but community did that. It wasn't the kid. It was the group of people who collectively came together and helped just put a smile on somebody's face. And sometimes that's all it takes for community to come together. If you can make people smile, if you could give somebody a little bit of spark of hope, that's what community's there for. So I just really want to drive the point of, if you're not part of a community, I really think you should become a part of a community. It does more for, I tell people, I grow more in a community than I do by myself, right? If I'm going to go out with people, I love to go out with a group of us, more than myself. Because the stories that are shared, the things that can be done in groups versus just being one-on-one, it's special. And if you're not part of one and you're looking for one, reach out to me. I'll find you one. And I really say this. I get messages sometimes now, and they say, Matt, you're so motivational, inspiration. It's my community. It's what really keeps me going. Like, I really want to see people get healthy through movement. That's a personal goal I have in mind, that if everybody I met, if they were healthy, not the world's fittest man or the fittest woman or the fittest kid, but you're healthy. That means you love life. That means you're giving back. That means you're doing everything you can to be a good person and giving to your community what it is given to you. And maybe your community hasn't been given to you. But I always say this, look in the mirror and only be accountable to what yourself. Don't have expectations of other people. You can only be accountable to what you do in your community. And when you do it, and you do it with grace and love and compassion, man, beautiful things happen. Beautiful things. I've seen, and that's what I think what sparks this motivational company. we're going to do something with a brain tumor foundation this week for little families and kids. And it means a lot to me. Why? I had cancer. Well, okay. The unity that I have, I didn't have child cancer, but I had cancer. And if I can make a little kid smile or a mom or dad smile by me and my kids doing push-ups together, squats together, one kid, one family, that's all that matters. That's community. That's people coming together and just growing together and going through life together. And life's not easy. Life is not easy. And that's the final thing I want to say. What community does if you're part of a community and something bad happens to you, your community stands out. And I've seen it. So my challenge to you for this week, and I really want you to do this, is find a community this week. Find a group, and maybe you're the start of it. Maybe you're the start of your own community, in your neighborhood, on your block. I have so many ideas. I have so many things that I like to do with the community, even on my street. For the last 4 weeks, we've had block parties on Sunday. Now, block parties aren't what we normally look like, but I went to my neighbors and said, hey guys, Sunday night, let's get together. Everybody order your own takeout. Let's sit in front of our driveways and just communicate. We've had the best time with our neighbors that we've ever had in a dark time. And so I say this to tell you, community is special, and become part of one or start one, because it will change your perspective in good and bad times, especially the bad times, because there are people that will stand beside you, get on your team, and rock with you. Again, as always, thank you for joining us today. I'm grateful for all the people that are really just reaching out and saying thank you. To my dudes, John and Matt, we're working on a special project right now. It's coming out, so be on the lookout for that. So, will you do me one favor? All you people that loyal, lover, that like to listen to this thing, have one person subscribe to this channel so they know what it is. Just have one. Have your best friend, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, subscribe so they could hear some really awesome content that's going to be coming out. We love you. This is going to be coming out on Monday. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, to my lovely wife, to my mom. Mom, I love you. You're the awesome rock star. You're just a model of what a mom should be, and I love you to death. So,
mother-in-law too.
And my mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law. So, my stepmother-in-law. Every mother, that's around me, and all the moms of my friends' mom, like, happy Mother's Day. I love y'all, and thanks for Teresa Lamb, Lori Hazlett. We wanna just say we love you. Thank you for birthing us. Thank you for raising us, and we look forward to hanging out with you all soon. So God bless and have a great week.